Hello and welcome to my video walkthrough of my version 1.0 map, multiplayer map called Crawfish Gulch. So basically, it's supposed to take place in like a cave or a ravine that's like multiple levels. So it has like, oh, what am I doing? It has like 3 floors. And most players will start off on this floor right here, which is the mid floor. And like the whole theming of this place is you're supposed to be going up and down this little ravine or cave with portals. So here's the top floor. Has like all sorts of goodies and power-ups here. So some might actually be able to just be up here and fight for like the mega health and like the weapons and armor. All depends on where you go. And with here's the entrance to the bottom floor. So it's supposed to be like the taller or deeper you go, the more it changes. So like with the bottom here, it's like you're close to deep underground. So that's why there's all this lava. So basically when it comes to the props, I wanted to like make it seem you're actually out and exploring a cave. It's like something that used to be here but now it's not, so that's just been like abandoned and whatnot, like some things. So that's why I included the little trap shooters. And I wanted to have an emphasis on like trap, so there's this button over here that you can like, if you time it right, you can kill someone who's like trying to run up on you, or you can just accidentally kill yourself. And with the other trap, I only have 2 in this map. The other trap, you shoot that button, and if you get any unsuspecting players while they're on that platform, it just just drops down and they just instantly die. But you can't spam it, especially that one. I have weights on those, so it won't be too annoying. So I specifically chose the textures here because I wanted to like emphasize that you're going deeper and deeper in like a cave. So I was like, it gets more rocky as like time goes on. And then with the mid floor, I wanted to show that this is like the mid section of everything. So there's more just rocks and just like cover just laying around, broken structures and everything. Just explosion boxes just to show that some things were here but now they're not because it's been abandoned. Lots of torches because it's necessary lighting. There's of people that used to be here. And with the top floor, wanted to show like how it's just the top of the caves over here. So it's like the brightest one. Just trying to give an emphasis on like natural light. Wanted to give that a try. So I wanted to show that hey, this actually feels like it's the outside. So not only with that piece of lighting over here, I wanted to like give emphasis on like some things like the exits and the whatnot and the portals, especially right here. I have 2 small flames over here, so like that you can just drop in and just exit right back where you came from. I also have torches like side by side, like right next to the portals, so that you know that either they can teleport you somewhere to the top, Or like if you see around those buttons, I also have the same thing like around the button, so you know that this will take you somewhere. I also don't have to wait on that because you don't really want to wait in order to go on the bottom floor. So most of like the landmarks and the focal points, I want to say that these traps over here could be the landmarks, and really the focal points of where I want to of this map is like right here where the traps are and like the explosion boxes, because I feel this is where most of the fights will happen. Like there you got a bigger one, and then especially on the top floor focal point be right here, because there was a mega health right here, but now it's gone. But then if you drop back here, there's a little like 200 armor over there, so it definitely can get a little heated if players can figure out where everything is. And since like most of the armor is right here, that's where players will gravitate to, especially if they take that top portal right there. There's rocket launcher ammo, there's an actual rocket launcher, just tons of ammo. And for the flow specifically, I wanted there to be a little bit of an emphasis on exploration, because as you go around the map you see these portals like, oh, where does this go, and it takes you to a different place, and you see that there's like a difference between like every single floor. They have like a different theme like of location and like what to do there. So I wanted players to be able to explore and feel like, oh, what does this do, where does this go, and then have like different just basic overall like side objectives to do and like what to do. The main thing here is exploration and meeting up in certain spots in order to actually take advantage of your opponent's like weaknesses, so you can get stuff like that off. And for the pickups, exactly, I wanted to have a sense of like gratification for actually figuring out where to go for most of for exploring the map. So like see here, if you go in this portal you get a 100 piece armor. If you jump up there you get more armor and just more ammo. So I didn't want you to just like find all these portals and have nothing to do. And see there, I added like a little rocket jump over there. I wanted there to be like you wouldn't be punished for just running away basically. So there's just a ton of ammo and just health everywhere. And then there's also just a ton of like places where you can defend yourself and recuperate. Just have just like ammo over here, health. I just didn't want there to be like a ton of disadvantages when it comes to location basically. So if you go up here you can have armor in the mega health, but if you like somehow drop down and you notice like, oh, there's like a little gap here, you can get the 200 piece armor over there. So it's just making things just a little bit more balanced. As for the cover, I noticed that was a little bit of a problem in past releases, so I added a lot more cover, made things a little bit more compact, especially with the top floor. So there's cover right there, like all around here. I wanted there to be enough so like you wouldn't just be stuck running away. So I added some here. Here's this structure, this V structure I made that could be used for cover right there. You could also like shoot some like rockets over there if you can, which I'm sucking at it, but you know, you get the point. Ignore that. And then over here, I added a lot more cover. This used to be just an open field, and that wasn't very fun for the other players. So I added like some things that you can jump on. You can like try to bait someone with the box. You can just run around these two walls over here. Basically making it a little bit more interesting with the cover fire and the whatnot. You can throw some grenades over there. Just under that platform, you can use this as a cover, or you can rocket jump up. You get the idea. And with the verticality, I wanted to have some advantages where if you take these portals, you can also have a better vantage point about where everything is. But you notice here, if you don't have like a rocket launcher or anything, you won't be able to shoot this button like head on. You're gonna have to drop down and shoot it if you don't have anything like that. So there are some advantages and disadvantages to taking the high ground, but most of the time I wanted there to be a little like gratification for like taking the portals, and not just for the items, just for like better vantage points and everything. Like you see here, it's easier to shoot over. You can like hide behind here and drop down whenever you want without taking any damage. If it gets a little too heated, if the attention is like too much for you, you can just drop down whenever you want. Then add more cover right here. And yeah. So I feel like the traps, even though they're a little bit hard to like get off, I feel like those would be the most satisfying, since if you don't have enough armor, they're basically insta kill. And then the lava one, that's a little bit self-explanatory. If you don't really have enough health, you're just kind of gone, or if you don't have any armor. Since I have triggers that kind of deal over 100 to you in the lava here. So yeah, that's the walkthrough of my map over here, Crawfish Gulch version 1.0. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope whoever sees this enjoys playing on it.